Okie dokie. Well, since people have been posting a lot of questions, I figured I might as well start making an on my way home version of the video. So, here is day 1, JD's ENTP discussion question session video fun time now, number 2. Let's see. Ningsta has asked, at what age, I'm not paying attention, my camera's moving, at what age did I get married? Because I seem like I've been together with somebody for a long time for being so young. I got married when I was 19. Let's see, and Vendetta wanted to know what my spouse's type was. She is an ENFJ. Also, Vendetta wanted to know how I felt about types when dating. Even though I'm married, he's curious, as an ENTP, what I'd be more interested in. A ENFP or an INFJ. And for dating purposes, I would say an ENFP. INFJs are great, they're creative, and they have like this mysterious way about them, but that's kind of trumped by my thought that I'd rather have an ENFP. All these letters, I'm dyslexic, it's hard to say. They're more outgoing, they're more spontaneous. I'm definitely spontaneous. And some other things that I really would like about dating an ENFP versus an INFS. Let's see. And Vendetta, I'll go through all of Vendetta's questions that I picked out. How do I feel about other ENTPs? Says, all of my experience with ENTPs, as far as I know, have been on the forums, Personality Cafe only. I have to say they're a sarcastic bunch, goofballs, really, really knowledgeable. They know the things that they've ever been interested in. They know a lot about that stuff. And there's a lot of different areas of expertise that I see in the ENTPs on the forum. Overall, I'm impressed. I think they're really smart, clever, fun. I don't think I've ever met one in real life. To do in the spare time, ENTPs really anything creative that they feel passionate about. Whether that's writing, I know ENTPs can be phenomenal creative writers or even non-fictional writers. Kind of like movie directing, screenplays, that kind of thing. I'm not so sure about music. I know we love music. I don't know if that's like a trait. But I know there are some very musically gifted ENTPs. I'm alright. I have chromesthesia, so music for me is a little bit different. I see like a bunch of like sine waves, I guess, in a 3D rippling pattern, and they change like the peaks, and it's like a wireframe 3D model of a water droplet, and I don't know how to explain it. It's weird, but I see the music rather than hearing it. Let's see, as far as self-development goes, I think the best thing that I ever did. Why am I at a freaking standstill here? Come on, traffic. Was reading about sales psychology, like Brian Tracy. What the hell? Come on! Freaking stupid Orlando people. But yeah, sales psychology books. Really digging into the psychology behind sales, since that kind of human interaction is really fascinating. The processes that go on behind somebody's thought. You know, the things you say versus what other people hear, how they interpret that. Sales is fun. It's hard, and it's can be demoralizing, but the psychology behind it is extremely fun. And as far as self-development goes, it's really helped me develop a great sense of tact when speaking with people. When I choose to use it, I can flip that switch on and off. Being able to read people a lot better, that's difficult, since empathy is not something I'm great with, reading emotions. Like, I can see the emotions on people's faces, but I have a hard time relating to them. Like, I can see what they're going through, but I don't really know what they're going through. So reading the body language, that's really helped a lot. That's probably the best thing for me, just kind of boosting what confidence I had to a whole new level. Which kind of goes to Tao Te Ching had a question. How do you break the ice in a room full of people you don't know? You know, taking your confidence and running with it. My suggestion from an ENTP standpoint is to immediately look for the alpha crowd. You know, the group of people who are obviously the popular, more outgoing ones. Walk straight up to that group and introduce yourself. Like, hey, I'm JD, how's it going? And they're outgoing, they're going to say hi, you know, they're going to introduce themselves right back, and before you know it, you're just talking, having fun, and it just goes from there. But don't leave out the people who are socially awkward. Learn that lesson. Those people, they love social interaction too. And it just takes it just takes the act of approaching them to get them to open up. And it makes them feel good too if they're feeling left out of the social scene, if they're at a party, being a wallflower, that kind of thing. I love my Rockstar energy drinks for life. Let's see, Tao Te Ching also said, or wanted to know, how do I handle failure? Now that's kind of a tricky one, because I don't fail. If something doesn't work the way I expected it or planned it to, that's not a failure. I just try again, you know, try something different. Modify my methods. You know, the outcome that I'm seeking is always going to be achievable. It's just a matter of finding out what I have to do to make it happen. And so handling failures is easy because I don't have failures. I have setbacks, I have roadblocks, I have challenges, but I never actually fail. Sometimes I give up because I become disinterested or bored, or I get a new idea, or it leads to more ideas, and then they just get last all up in the mix. But I never fail. So, and as far as some of the more silly questions that were asked to me, Ningsta asked, why don't guys part their hair anymore? And I have an answer for this. They do, if they have hair long enough to part. It's just that short hairstyles are extremely popular, or the guy is lazy and just likes the tousled look. I work at a law firm. I'm in development. I don't know what, I'm not in the legal industry. I'm in the software development industry, but I develop for a law firm, a huge one. So I see lawyers, all the time, and most of the guys have parted hair. Parts are not that uncommon, actually. I used to part my hair before I started buzzing it. I started buzzing it because I was lazy, and I didn't want to have to mess with it. I also hated like hat hair, because I wear hats a lot. I didn't today, don't know why, but it'd mess up my hair, make it look funky. Or like when I used to ride bikes, wear a helmet, mess it up there. Let's see. Also, does it feel better, Ningsta wants to know, to have that ultimate relief feeling of having a really long pee? Or does it feel better to have an orgasm? I've had some really long urinations in the past. They're not uncommon. I think my record was something like 2 minutes, 40 something seconds. It was ridiculous. And it felt great, but it didn't release any endorphins like orgasms do. Hands down, I'll take an orgasm any day, unless I have to pee and I have the opportunity to have an orgasm, because you can't do both. So I'd rather pee, or else the orgasm never happens. There you go, Ningsta, your answer. She also, the last question that I have for this video, the last question she asked was, do we have dreams? Or do we create dreams? Obviously, dreams aren't implanted into our head, but it's a very good question, very fascinating question from a philosophical standpoint. But no, our subconscious creates the dreams. And subconscious is nothing that we can control. We can train it, but we can't control it. And so our subconscious is creating all the dreams that we have. Whether it was from pure imagination with absolutely nothing to do with our daily lives, our past, or things that we're thinking of throughout the day, or it could be subconscious dreams based off of trace elements of things that of things that have been on our mind, or things that we've experienced lately. But those are subconscious dreams, and we have them, or we make them. We don't have them, we make them. But on the flip side, there's lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is cool because you're aware that you're dreaming, and you can consciously alter your dreams. If you've ever had one, they're awesome. They're incredible. You could do some of the most amazing things in lucid dreams that will really allow you to experience reality without it being real. You could become a super spy ninja assassin. You could be a superhero with superpowers. You could do things like breathe underwater. Just by controlling your dreams. Lucid dreaming means you're conscious of your dream, and you can consciously affect the dream. Those are really cool. So, if you want to equate subconscious dreaming to having dreams, and the lucid dreaming to making dreams, you could argue that we both make dreams and have dreams, but in reality, it's either our conscious or our subconscious making all our dreams. I think that's all the questions that I picked out for this afternoon. I saved some for in the morning. I'm sure I'll get a few more after I post this when I get home. And so we'll see. We'll see. I think it's been successful. I feel like I'm a bit more chipper in the afternoons. And I guess that wraps up episode 2 for victory. I need to clean my glasses.